I'm Kaylee, and today I'm going to be talking about some creepy autumn books. So I've been doing a series called Books Through the Seasons where I talk about books that remind me of different seasons of the year. And I had so many books for the autumn or fall season that I actually had to split it into two videos. One for the creepy ones, like for Halloween, and then another one just for the more harvest kind of autumn books. So today we're going to dive into some of my favorites and ones that I recommend for others to read that are creepy. All of these are books that are my favorites. They all have 4 or 5 stars from me, so I would definitely recommend them for others to read. And I have all kinds of books like fantasy and supernatural and classics and children's and middle grade and just all kinds. So let's dive right in. The first one is Mysteries of Udolpho by Anne Radcliffe. Anne Radcliffe is known for her gothic melodrama. She pretty much defined the gothic genre of literature back in the day. So you know this one is definitely creepy. There's a lot of mystery and intrigue and skeletons in the closet and bloody hands coming through the window and all sorts of stuff. Like there's dungeons and skeletons and villainous evil bad guys. There are ancient legends and all that kind of good stuff. One of my favorite Agatha Christie novels is And Then There Were None. This is about people who go to visit a house on an island and none of them can leave, and then one by one they all start to die under mysterious circumstances until only one person is left. It's very creepy. It's very insane. It's just like, oh, such a fascinating thriller. What I love the most about it is actually like the puzzle aspect to it. Who did it? And how could they all be being murdered and then one guy is left, but he's not the murderer? So what is happening? It's really fascinating. Then we have 2 Ellen Montgomery books. We have a collection of her short stories called Among the Shadows. These are tales from the darker side. In most of these, it is ghosts, and they are really like haunting places and visiting from the beyond. I think I've only read through this once because it really is creepy. It will really make you feel like, the ghosts are coming to get me. The thing about Ellen Montgomery is she just has such an amazing writing style and it really feels real to you as you are reading it. The other Ellen Montgomery is a novel called Jane of Lantern Hill. And this one is very ghostly as well. There's just a lot of kind of strange characters. Jane comes from a weird family with a lot of darkness in their past. And it's just, it's so different from a lot of Ellen Montgomery's other novels. Definitely a creepy crawly one. The next one is Lantern's Ember by Colleen Houck. This is about a young girl who grows up in a village and she knows that she has some small amount of magical ability. Then she meets a lantern, which is like a magical being who has been placed as a sentinel at the crossroads to the world of the Fae to stop people from crossing over back and forth into the human world. Well, then, of course, she discovers that actually she has a lot of magical power. It has just lain dormant, and she crosses over into the world of the Fae, and the lantern is coming after her to try to stop her and bring her back to the human world, and adventures ensue. What I loved about this is that although the cover looks really scary, this is not a scary book, and I like that. I like a little bit of creepiness, but don't freak me out too bad because I can't handle stuff that's super scary. So this one has some creepy crawly moments and some really interesting world building, but nothing too frightening. Then we have the graphic novel Anya's Ghost by Vera Brosgol. I love this so much that I've actually read it 3 times. And every single time, it's just even more amazing. This is about a girl named Anya who is having trouble fitting in school, and then she meets a ghost. And the ghost starts following her around and giving her advice about, how to act at school or maybe how to dress. And then it seems to make her life a lot better because this ghost is her friend and is helping her to fit in better. But then the ghost begins to control her life a little too much and things take a dark turn. The storytelling in this is phenomenal and the art style is fantastic. I love it. Another creepy graphic novel is Thornhill by Pam Smythe. This one kind of follows two different timelines of two different characters, but eventually, of course, their timelines begin to interconnect in different ways. And it's really just these two very lonely girls who are looking for purpose in their life. And they go through a lot of grief and loneliness and suffering. This is just like an avalanche of emotion. And then it takes a really weird turn and things get pretty creepy, and then it gets better. And those are the creepy autumn books that I recommend. Please leave me a comment down below and let me know what are some of your creepy, crawly favorite books. Nothing too scary though, because I don't like stuff if it's too scary. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and remember, the right book in the right hands at the right time can change the world.